Minnesota just 38%. Johnson running the floor. And somehow got that to go.
Anthony Edwards is a boy who will become a man in one more year. Give it 2 more years, and he will eventually slay either SGA or Victor Wembanyama. His time will come. It is literally almost as inevitable as Thanos. I'm telling you right here, right now. Whether at the time of whoever takes the throne, it will be either SGA or Wemby. Let's be honest. The West is controlled by either those two for the next 10 years.
Got to the paint. Oh, he had a magic body.
But 1 year, it will be Ant's time. Wanna know why? First reason, Anthony Edwards reminds me of Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Mostly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tobey Maguire's. The one that becomes Venom. The one that sees the true power he has. Starts off delivering pizzas. Starts off as a guy who, didn't really find himself. Didn't really have a true job that he wanted. Didn't have a true job that he needed. And started off his career eating those, when he was known for eating those hot Cheeto fries. And he had Karl Anthony Towns. Ant, stop eating those. Listen, I get you're young, you're 21, you're a youngin', I'm here with you right now, but Ant, I will not be with you forever. Ant, they might trade me soon. So please, you need to stop eating those Popeyes, you need to stop eating those hot fries, and take your life seriously. And it took Ant about a year or 2 to get out of that.
Brown unable to convert there, and Edwards is a...
It took Ant about, 2 years to stop delivering pizzas like Peter Parker, then get into photography, taking pictures of Spider-Man himself so he could feed his family, stay alive, feed Aunt May, pay his rent, even though there was no rent to be paid, because he knew if he wanted to be Spider-Man, he could have no distractions from the outside world, from his Peter Parker world. He had to fund his life there so he can focus on being Spider-Man. Now, Anthony Edwards has developed the ability to eat healthy. I watched literally a 20-minute video posted by Ant on YouTube about him eating these really healthy fruit smoothies, taking his life seriously, learning a better jump shot to take better, more efficient threes, learning his bag better, getting into his, because when he was a rookie, he said he only had one move. It was the same, in and out, between the legs, pull-up 3, over and over and over. He said it himself, the same thing.
We talk about it all the time in the weight room when he's doing exercises, how it transfers. Hey, keep your head and shoulders still. That's finishing at the rim. So I spammed it over and over again. They were calling him out mid-game, telling him, oh, I know you're gonna do, Ant. I know exactly what you're gonna do. He learned, got a deeper bag, upgraded himself, so we could focus more on becoming the true potential Anthony Edwards had. Then Tony Parker. Why did I say Tony Parker? Why did I just say Tony Parker? I meant Peter Parker. Sorry. Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire's, especially Peter Parker, then developed that Venom suit. He developed the Venom symbiote, became an evil, disgusting man, but he learned the difference between good and bad. He had to watch Uncle Ben first get murdered in cold blood and learn with great power comes great responsibility. Ant has learned that. He has seen his team get eliminated over and over and over and over again. He has watched his teams fall and collapse. He's watched Karl Anthony Towns get traded. His co-superstar run for the hills.
Fucking 6 for 24. Look at me. Look at me. 2 for 10.
Be gone. He got new pieces. He got Julius Randle, but it didn't seem like the same. But at that point, when Cat was gone, Ant knew it was his team. Ant knew with great power comes great responsibility. It was his turn. Turn on that switch, flip that switch, learn what he learned from Cat. When Cat told him, hey, Ant, stop eating like that, he learned. When Uncle Ben told Peter Parker to become a better man after he passed away, he learned. The parallels are literally the exact same. Ant now has everything he needs. He has the suit, he has the armor. He might be still missing a little bit of a superstar to be next to him because Julius Randle right now is just not cutting it. Julius, I love you, but as a second option, you are not going to cut it for Ant. He needs to just strip off that Venom symbiote and be free to himself. Go up to that front office, demand a trade, take all those pieces, because they have a bunch of good pieces, cash it in for one superstar near him, beside him to go to war with.
I mean, we just watched, they're holding him already.
Tobey Maguire wasn't ashamed to call on James Franco, the Green Goblin, when Peter was about to get killed. Peter was almost near death. He was getting double teamed by the Sandman, by everything. Everything's coming at him, and James Franco came to his aid. He needs someone now to come to his aid because he needs that to slay Wemby, to slay SGA, to finally reach the mountaintop. Now, SGA, he will face the disgusting torture by Anthony Edwards, because Ant talks and has the same confidence as Conor McGregor. Conor was a guy who had nothing, or he would say, nothing. I had nothing. Came from nothing. Gave up on his terrible construction jobs and went all in on the UFC. Ant is now all in.
Oh man.
Until that.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
History.
And the reason Conor was worth more than every single fighter combined, the reason he won so many of his fights was because he had the manifestation. He had the mindset. He had the confidence. He kept saying it was the law of attraction, the law of attraction. I started to read a couple books because of how much Conor McGregor talked about and recommended books about the law of attraction, about seeing your dreams, visualizing them, and them coming true.
I mean, I'm just focused. I'm just committed. You know, when you say to yourself, right, you know what you've got to do, right? We all know what we've got to do. We say to ourselves, I should do it this way, or I should do this.
Ant has that same confidence. He's a go-getter. He goes out there, talks his talk. There's a clip of him literally dapping up, like mid-game, the Spurs head coach. Mid-game, after he just scored an insane 3. It was hilarious, and I've never seen a player do that, be that confident in themselves. He went up to President Obama, former President Obama, and said, man, y'all better stand down. I'm the truth. He literally went at Obama. Not like most players do, or most people do, like, oh, hey, Mr. President, whatever you say goes, Mr. Barack Obama. But President Barack Obama respected that Ant told him to stand down in front of LeBron James, in front of Joel Embiid, said, no, I'm the truth. I am who I say I am. Show us that. And if a person is openly going out there and saying all of this stuff, hyping himself up, telling himself these things, there's almost no way he can't achieve his dreams of being the face of the NBA, of winning a championship. If you have that much faith in yourself, I'm telling you, you could literally achieve your dream.
And the Kia MVP goes to Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm going to tell you something that's very cringe right now, that's something that actually scares the soul out of me, like how corny it was. But I remember I walked to the beach one time and I told myself, I'm going to be the face of sports one day. I'm going to be the face of sports. I kept telling myself, I will make people laugh. I will make people enjoy watching sports commentary or just clicking on my videos just to laugh and feel better about their day. I told myself this years ago. And I didn't start gaining any real traction up until like a couple months ago. I still don't really have anything. But at least I'm putting in the work. I'm trying because I told myself in my mind, I literally said it out there when I was staring. It was like the most cliche movie scene ever. I was staring at the waves and I said, I will be the face of sports. Alex, you will be. Because of what I learned from Conor McGregor. And from what I learned from Ant. Ant, as a 23-year-old, had no shame telling Obama that, going after coaches, going after other players, telling superstars, people who are already there, people who already reached the mountaintop, how he's better than them. He didn't really neglect the Michael Jordan rumors that people kept saying, Ant might be the son of Michael Jordan. Ant might be the next MJ. Even at 22 years old, they were saying that. And he was loving it. He didn't go out there and say, guys, stop comparing me to MJ. I'm not MJ ever. I'll never will be. He never said that once. He said, I'm flattered. He said, I haven't achieved anything like him yet, but they're not wrong. He literally said they're not wrong about the MJ comparisons. And I don't think we ever will be wrong about it. Ant has the confidence that Conor McGregor needed, and he won with it, became a multi-millionaire, the face of the UFC because of it. And Ant has that same confidence too. Now, all I see after Ant just lost to the Spurs in 6 games, got blown out, and he went over to the Spurs bench with still 8 minutes left in the game. 8 minutes left, and he went over mid-game and dapped up all the Spurs players, all the Spurs coaching staff as a sign of respect. But you can tell he was angry, obviously angry. He was pissed. Now, after seeing that, I envision his next summer and the following summers after that being a Creed or Rocky style workout. You know, when in those boxing movies, when they're training and they put on that gray sweatsuit and they go running in the streets, ba-dum-dum, ba-dum-dum, and they play that motivational song and they show him grinding all day, all night. Creed was like in the Sahara Desert training with massive tires and chains and grinding. I'm Creed! All that stuff. It inspires you. Like every time I watch those movies, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go work out. I want to be a badass like that. They go from like a huge loss then they go train, and then they eventually become the world champion in every single movie after that sick-ass montage. I see that in Anthony Edwards. I see him having a summer full of Creed-like montage. And the glimpse we got was him dapping everyone up 8 minutes in a game. There's a bunch of tweets and reports I see every single day now saying, since Ant entered the league, lost in the playoffs, lost here, lost here, lost here, lost here. Is Anthony Edwards still that guy? He's hearing it all over the news. He gets to sit there in his nice couch in Minnesota in his sick-ass house and see all the people talking about him, clowning him, saying, is Ant really the real deal? He keeps saying this, keeps saying he's the truth, has all this confidence, but never wins anything. Can Ant truly be that guy? And after seeing all those headlines, all these tweets, all these Instagram posts, all these people like me with a camera going, is Ant really that good? Is he that good? He's seeing all this stuff and will have that type of montage. And I'm telling you, you can't have a montage like that and not win. Like, you have to guaranteed win after having a badass moment like that. Now, all Anthony Edwards needs now is our support. You know, I'm not a Timberwolves fan, but I do like Anthony Edwards because I see a little bit of him in all of us. It's relatable. A kid that came from nothing, lost his mom, so sad, and grinded his ass off to reach the point to where he is now. He's just like us for real. Eating hot Cheetos, eating Popeyes, being a kid, the media training, it's hilarious. He has no filter, says whatever he wants, you know, posted a couple stuff on Instagram, was absolutely hilarious. Had the whole baby mama thing where he paid it off in full, all the child support all at one time. It's a bit weird and sad sometimes, but also kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. And I see bits of pieces of him in me. And now what he needs is the entire NBA atmosphere, the entire NBA fan base to go by his side. And they will. And you want to know why? Because everyone loves to see a villain fall. We love to see people become a hero, but we love to see when those heroes are up there, when those heroes are up there for too long. As Harvey Dent said, I mentioned this before in the video before this, that you live long enough, if you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That quote, right? Eventually, when Wemby reaches that mountaintop, when SGA stays on that mountaintop too, we're going to want to see them fall eventually. We're tired of seeing the same people win over and over and over again. People will band together behind him and want to see him win his first chip. Out of all the entertainment he's given us, after all the laughs he's given us, after seeing him become a star in this league, put everything he has into this game, everyone will be on his side. And I'm so excited to watch Anthony Edwards finally slay the Wemby or the SGA Dragon in the near future. It's almost guaranteed. It's already written. Thank you so much for watching. Chosen Sports is at war versus ESPN, and we are fighting every single day to be bigger than them. So please, please subscribe and support our channel every day. It means a lot.